What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and I hope you're all having a great Monday. As for this video, I want to welcome you to another episode of the Adamantium process. This is episode 9 of my PvP series, and it's going to be a special episode because we're going to show you how to win using a team constructed without the Scroll of Angelob. So if you don't have the scroll, don't worry, you can still have a lot of success. First, my agent is equipped with Generalist Armor. I've socketed it with Stalwart, which is health, attack, and defense, and Steady, which is health, attack, and accuracy. My weapons are Hard Knocks, which of course goes with Hotshot, and Hotshot is there for the stun mainly, but it also causes burning and melt armor. I'm using Signpost, which will help me get some health back in case I need it, especially since I won't be able to remove debuffs. And I'm back using Dark Sigil, which is one of my favorite items of all time. My teammates are going to be Iron Patriot War Machine and Emma Frost. So I guess it wasn't completely accurate to say I couldn't remove debuffs, because Unlock Potential will remove debuffs, and that's one of the great things about Emma Frost. And the P5 costume will also allow you to gain Cosmic Power, which will remove everything from stuns to debuffs when it procs. Normally you shouldn't use Psychic Tap on Phoenix first turn, because she's just going to use Mind Link and gain Mental Scarring. But I had some kind of a weird strategy in mind. Unfortunately, War Diamond didn't stun her, so it's not going to work. We're going to use 21 Gun Salute with War Machine. It's going to do quite a bit of damage and put radiation exposure on all of the opponents. I absolutely love the Iron Patriot armor, but if you don't have it, you don't have to worry. You just use any high damage potential character in its place, and that will work out quite well. You could use Nightcrawler, Modern Thor, Black Widow, Wolverine, Captain Britain. You could use a number of characters and be just fine, especially if they have a stun. That'll actually give you another added stun, which War Machine armor doesn't have. So we were able to take out Phoenix and stun their agent with the Hotshot. And now it's Emma Frost's turn. Since I'm using War Machine in a blaster armor, Emma is able to attack him twice, so his weakness is going to be Tacticians. But it's not going to matter for this battle. We're going to finish her with Mental Trauma. Now this next battle is going to be against a Bruiser Agent, Magneto, and Phoenix. Phoenix is an extremely popular character, and I use her from time to time, but she's much better on offense than she is on defense, especially if you're using a blaster. Their agent has Signpost, and let's see if he uses Hotshot after this. I'm going to hit with Hard Knocks. And he does have Hotshot, so let's see how many stuns he gets. Emma and War Machine are both stunned, but War Machine must have got Cosmic Power, and he did. So this is going to be a pretty big hit with the Cosmic Power bump. We're going to use 21 Gun Salute, which is one of my favorite abilities, and put radiation exposure on everyone, and also do quite a bit of damage. And then Phoenix is going to use Mind Link like always. She's really predictable, so we don't have to worry about her, and then our agent will get a chance to stun their team. So I'm going to use my Signpost, and then I'm going to use Hotshot. And using Signpost every turn is just awesome. You also can use it even while phased, which is what I used to do. It was my old strategy. I got hit really hard by Hard Knocks, but hopefully we get some stuns. And we stunned 2 out of 3, and we also caused Phoenix to die and have to use Death and Rebirth. So we're going to try to finish her off before she can use Phoenix Fire. We're going to use Unlock Potential on Emma Frost to boost her damage and also take off her debuffs. And Mental Trauma is just amazing. It's not going to hurt Magneto, but it's going to take out their agent and take Phoenix down to the end. And we will finish it with a full charge, and then we're going to use 21 gun salute. This is definitely overkill. Oh wow, Magneto just actually preemptively struck me for a ton. And his Magneto is hitting really hard with his preemptive hits. But we're going to finish him with Signpost, so we don't have to worry. Now this next team is different because it's actually using Union Jack. And he's a really cool character, so we're going to see how it goes for him. Looks like he has some pretty good bonuses. And their agent started with a reboot. So we're going to see what their agent does next. And then Emma gets to go for them, and she's going to probably double attack War Machine. But that Warbringer Axe hurt Emma Frost quite a bit. So let's see what their Emma does. Psychic Tap. And then another Psychic Tap. I thought she was going to War Diamond, but I'm going to go ahead and use Signpost, and then I know I have Psychic Tap on me, but I'm still going to risk using Hotshot, because I'm going to go for the stun, which is more important than the damage I'm going to take. I'm hoping that this Hotshot is worth the mental anguish damage. So let's see who we stun. We got Union Jack, the agent, and Emma Frost, so it was definitely worth it. I know it was a big loss in damage, and we also got counterattacked, but their whole team stunned, so unless they proc Cosmic Power and erase the stun, we did really good. We're going to use Unlock Potential on War Machine to take off his mental anguish. And then we're going to use Mental Trauma. And the Mental Trauma just causes a ton of damage. It really seems to be overpowered. And the AI spams it sometimes now. Union Jack got Cosmic Power, so he took off his stun, and he took out my agent. But I think that War Machine's going to be able to hurt these guys pretty badly. Depending on how much damage we do, and whether their stuns hold up, we should win this pretty easily. So they both stayed stunned, Emma Frost died, and we're going to use Mental Anguish on their agent. So when she does attack, she'll probably take herself out. Radiation Exposure took out Union Jack. And we're going to try to finish it with a full overcharge anyway. We'll use Repulsor Beam, and he will shoot her probably twice to take her out. And that's why I love Iron Patriot armor, because it'll just keep firing till the ammunition's out. And that's often enough to take out most characters, especially if they're already hurt. But he can take someone from full health to none. For this match, we got really good turn order. We're going to get the first 3 attacks. Turn order is really important and can often decide the outcome. But then again, so does stuns, so we gotta hope that the stun actually works. We missed the agent, so we didn't stun him. And Wolverine's gonna get the best there is, so he's gonna take a turn. So that could have went a lot better. But at least War Machine procced a shield and blocked most of that damage. Now it's Emma's turn. I'm going to use Unlock Potential, that way War Machine's next hit will do additional damage. And we're going to try to hit the blaster, but we're going to use War Diamond just in case Wolverine tries to block it. And of course he did, because he always does that to me. But we did stun him, so that's good. By now you can probably tell that I really like 21 gun salute, and I use it all the time. It's hard to beat an ability that'll hit the entire team for good damage and cause multiple stacks of radiation exposure. Now he's using the rocket pistol, and that's a really good weapon, especially since I can't remove the debuffs with the scroll. But we should be okay. If we see someone taking too much damage from the debuffs, we'll go ahead and remove it with an unlocked potential. And also, Cosmic Power could take it off at any time. So we'll use Signpost here. And Phoenix is going to have to use Death and Rebirth. And we're going to use Dark Sigil. That's going to place some really important debuffs on them. Burning, Dark Void, and Weak Point. Wolverine's going to hit me with a pretty hard Berserker Rage. Now we have to try to take out Phoenix before she can use Phoenix Fire. As you can see, that mental trauma did a lot of damage. So we took out 2 out of 3 with it, and we should be able to finish it. We're going to go for an overkill, full overcharge, and just really obliterate Phoenix. And she's gone first hit, so I didn't need to do any more. For this last battle, I wanted to switch it up and show you that you can use another type of team if you don't have a scroll. And that is Omega Sentinel, because she has a Nanobots ability which will heal you and also remove debuffs. And then a character like Black Widow has a flying kick which removes buffs from the opponent. So some characters do have these type of abilities built in. You can always use those in place of a scroll. Black Widow used to be one of my favorite characters because of her flying kick and her ability to remove buffs. So that's why I decided to use this team, just to throw it in there and show you that you don't need just Emma Frost or anything like that to win without having the scroll. And the newest Special Operations character, Rescue, is also going to be very good for this type of thing, removing debuffs and also healing. So after you level her up, you could easily use her with another major damage dealer, and you should have a pretty strong team as well. Right now we're using Hologram Array, and that's because it provides mirror images, which is one of the best things to have on your character. It causes them to evade, and there's nothing better than evading attack altogether. Black Widow absolutely destroys blasters, so the fact that there's a Blaster Phoenix means she's going to go off on her. And you can see she takes her out so quick, and she also stunned her, so she's not going to be using the Phoenix Fire unless she gets Cosmic Power. And sometimes I've let Phoenix stay around in the past because she had a stun, and she always seems to get Cosmic Power and get that Phoenix Fire off. So my advice to you would be to go ahead and finish her off anyways. And I definitely will as soon as I get a chance. Now they use Psychic Tap on me, which is a very annoying ability. But if I see the need, I'll go ahead and attack through it. You don't want to attack always with it. Sometimes you want to skip. But if there's a real reason, like for instance you got Hotshot, you're going to want to just go ahead and attack and take the damage. And we're able to take out Phoenix that way, so we don't have to worry about Cosmic Power and Phoenix Fire. So we took 10k from that, and we didn't stun any of them. But we're going to go ahead and switch Omega Sentinel to a Scrapper. That way we can use Plasma Torch and increase my strength by 25%, and also go ahead and hit both of them at the same time. Their agent is really close to being knocked out. My team is strengthened, but we're going to go ahead and use the Nano Heal ability. And this is the ability that I was talking about. It heals your team, and on use, removes debuffs. We're going to Flying Kick Emma Frost, and the agent was taken out by debuffs, and Emma is really close, so the very next move, Signpost, should finish it. So anyways, there's 2 different variations of teams that work without the scroll. And you can definitely replace any of those characters with a similar character, or maybe some other character that does something unique, like Magneto and his shields, or Phoenix in Death and Rebirth. There's definitely a lot of combinations out there. As far as future episodes, the next episode of Team Spotlight and the Adamantium process will be out sooner in the week this week. So keep an eye out for those. Hopefully the PvP tournament will start up soon. If it does, the episodes will include footage from the current tournament. If not, I'll have to use practice battles, and I'm hoping that I'll find different opponents, because they kept matching me up against the same people. I want to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And good luck finding that perfect team.